Watcher of Realms for a little bit. I don't know that I'll be on too terribly long today, but for a while at least. I've been very busy um, helping my son get his comics and cards shop ready for a visit from Santa Day. So should be interesting. So, all right, what do we got going on here today in Watcher of Realms? Looks like we have something with the friends over here. We have a friend assist gift here. Daily points. All right, the heroes you selected will appear in the assist list of your friends. We have some good guys in there. Let's click the daily points. Friendship points successfully claimed, and then we come over here, and that all looks fine and well. We have a recent thing. Looks like AV2525 used my hero Aim to clear chapter V95-15. Crazy. Cool. Alright. So we got that all done. I guess I can get off of that page and click claim and get. Alright, then X off of here, and what have we got? Got some guild things here. Daily sign in, we get some 20 guild coins, 20 guild activity tokens, and 2,000 gold for that. Have a couple of things here. Challenge Drake's Chasm 2 times, clear promotion rate on any difficulty level 3 times. Alright, those things would be good to get done. Guild info. We have, I think, some things to claim here. So let's go ahead and do that. Claim rewards. We're going to get a legendary chest, and it has in it 1 rare skill crystal and 30 stamina. Cool. Go back out of that. We have quests. Daily quests. We signed in today, so we get 5,000 gold and 5 engraved rings. Give friendship points one time. We did that, so we get 10 more friendship points and 5 engraved rings. Now, there are some other things we want to get done. Just looking through the list here. Alright, so, let us do what? Let's see, what first? I think, go to the arena. Wait. First, okay, looks like we gained 2 arena coins from defending against other players. That's cool. But it occurs to me, we may first want to go out here and then forget what we're doing. That's an important thing. Yes, remembered. Alright, great. Dwarven guy. We need to check here and see if there's anything to get here of note. None of it seems interesting, so I think we're good there. We can go to the shop here. Time limited offers. We've got daily luck over here, so let's claim this. We got 3 ancient summoning crystal shards, 10 auto fight chances, and 40,000 gold from that. Let's see, go down here, we got a W gold shop. Top up now, enjoy a 10% discount. There's a Smile 1 or Coda available there. But we have our daily bonus over here for free arena permit. Alright, now we have the regular bundle, giving us, we'll see what, it's 30 stamina. Alright, so we got all that claimed, got the dwarf guy taken care of. Maybe I better go do something in the arena so that those points will start adding back up over time. Alright, this is single target DPS is the current challenge. The lowest opponent we have on the board is 28,543. Let's go ahead and start with him. And what we want to do probably is lower our BP down maybe to his level, maybe not, because it looks like maybe we don't want to do that actually. Ours is so much higher than the stage monster BP. So actually, it's not dependent on ours. That's right, because we're the attacker. So we'll just keep it as is and start this or auto fight. Which one? Let's try the auto fight. I have no idea if let's not. Let's do start. Because I think actually you may want to use a different technique against a weaker enemy. I suspect and we may be able to for instance, what will happen if we just stick this girl out right now and maybe just put her here like that. I have no idea if she'll be able to do any damage against him, really. Anything worthwhile. Looks like not really. I wasn't sure how it would look with the different battle points. So we've given him a bit of an advantage by doing that. It's okay though. I'm going to just wait and deploy my guy in the same place as I did before. And they'll do a bit of damage to me, that's alright. Don't mind it too much. Start his attack. His name, I think, is Arrogance. So, right now, I think we're still in the winning part of this fight. Won that round. Hey, how's it going, Cody? It looks like this demon may burn their base down before they even kill that first guy. I'm not sure. I suppose. Yeah, that's how it went. All right, so that's unfortunate for them. I think their BP was so low they just didn't actually have a chance, unfortunately. Let's go to the next screen. Cody says, good. I don't know how long I'll be here today. Gotta do some chores later. I feel you, man. I've been doing chores all day, and I can't be here too long myself. We've got from that 3 arena coins, 8 Duel of Champions points, and 5,000 XP potions. Alright, so we've got that one. We're gonna do another one so that we can have one recharging. I think you get one of these recharged every 2 hours. That's what I understand from looking at it before when I was lower. Now the next highest guy is the 62,402 fellow. We're gonna go ahead and I think, you know what? Let's try. Do I try an auto fight? I don't know. Is that a good idea? Probably not. Nonetheless, it feels like it could be fun. Let's not though. Let's just go the old-fashioned way here. Alright, so we're gonna stick the Arrogance out at the base to start his, his line of fire as far back as possible on these guys. Again, it's one of those things really all we can hope for here is to kind of delay the inevitable as long as possible and hope that that's not what they do. That guy's actually not doing that much right now to the enemy. I think I will put out the healer and again have her in such a position that she's only healing the guy there. So maybe right here facing up. And that way it just makes her have to focus on him and not spread her healing out to everybody in the world. So the good news is that Arrogance does more DPS than whoever their guy is. Their guy is Rat. Cool. Okay. And then they've put out, who is this? Let's see. This is, no, I don't know who it is. It is Nisandi. It's a healer. Alright, cool. Good to know. Now, next thing I think we want to do in this situation is probably slowing them down again. And I think actually, poor placement. Oh well. It wasn't where I wanted it to be, but we'll go like that and it'll be okay. Fortunately, they're slow enough killing that guy that that we have a pretty good little bit of time there to get some stuff done on their base. We basically cut their base in half itself. It's actually at 50% exactly. So, that's a good deal. All right. Was able to get a little bit of slow on that guy. And so now we can hit him a little bit more before he gets into where arrogance is. Now, could put him either way, but I think I'm going to put him here just facing this way. Should be able to hit during the slow period a little bit more like that. They have out UPS'd us, but not by too much. Could do the electricity field with him, but I actually want to wait until we get the next guy in here. Because they had already beaten us that round as far as the DPS goes. So we want to try to get him as he turns onto this, if possible. Go ahead and get her right away, I think. But him now, and that's also going to give us a little bit of hits on the second guy coming along. So, you know, it's not great, but we're playing against someone who's much higher BP than us, so it's not you know, I'm not expecting anything wonderful going on here. Just kind of trying to, you know, trying to get, if we can, break, you know, allow them to break through the defenses over there, get a hit on that base, and try to stay alive as long as possible. I don't think this hits anybody from where she's at, so I'm just gonna wait. You know, it might. It might. Let's try it. Let's see. If it does, that would be wonderful. It does. Well, okay, I don't know if it did or not, honestly, because we got a victory, so. Alright, cool. Next. We got 3 of the arena tokens, 8 of the duel of championship points, and 5,000 gold coins. That seems good. Let's see the stats, just for curiosity. We've got most of the damage, as usual, dealt by Arrogance, followed by the AoE Mage, then Brienne, interestingly. So even on these essentially single targets, the AoE Mage did good. He did good work. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see here. Next possibility we have is the 63,472 guy. Let's try that. And if I can kind of do it in the same way, that would be good. Kind of the same way. So we want to get Arrogance out first, and then the healers. We'll lose the first round for sure. I mean, well, not for sure, but probably. But it doesn't really matter if you lose the first round or not, as far as I can tell. Who does he have over here? This is Demos. Increases max HP by 100% and attack and defense by 25%. Each basic attack lands 4 consecutive strikes. This effect lasts for 20 seconds. Interesting. Level 52, dude. Now we could put her out, but I'm going to go ahead and wait on the healer. And when I say that the first round doesn't matter too much, I mean, it definitely matters. You don't want to lose too badly, or else your base will get hit by that demon too hard. But, as long as you can get a good setup for the next rounds, you know, you can ultimately pull it through, it seems, that way. we're not too far behind. I would like to get the other guy out, but that's just not gonna happen right now. So, we've got to get her out, and we can get him out. Well, okay, we could get him out next, but I think that probably getting the slow girl out is a better idea. Maybe not. Yeah, we almost have to. Could put her here, and that might make the most sense for this arrangement that we have going on. I don't know, maybe that wasn't a good idea. It's hard to say. Hey, Stroby1 Kenobi, how you doing, man? Gonna see if we can get the mage out next. Start doing a little bit more DPS to the incoming guys. Ooh, this is not great. So, with that in mind, we've got to do something about this guy pretty pronto. Meaning, I'm gonna have to put my mage down where I don't really want him. But it's okay. He'll be fine, I think. Maybe. It's fairly horrible. What can you do? You gotta try to survive. Now, Cody told me that if you withdraw one of these guys later, it's okay. Because it gives you a little of their casting back. So if it comes to it, that's something we can do. Just checking because I forget where I have them constantly. I'm terrible at this. I didn't wait quite long enough to get both of them in one hit, but it will get them eventually. And we gotta use this even though that guy's still frozen. Yep, just gotta be what it's gotta be sometimes, you know? I don't think that I can really afford to pull anybody back right now, except maybe her. She can't hit anybody right now. Do I want to pull her back is the next question. I could potentially move her to where she could hit the guys down there. I don't know if it's necessary. Let's see what's going on over here. They're definitely beating that guy up a little faster than I'm beating my guy up, I think. And they killed... Oh, it's a bad day. Not going well for me over here. Well, I think that pretty much fixes that whole situation. There's nothing I can do, really, about this. Just gonna die. But, well. It was not a good deal from the start, so I'm not surprised. I'm actually more surprised when I do beat the people who are much higher than me than when I don't. So we got 3 of the arena coins and 4 of the Duel of Champions points. Stats are right that time. Damage dealt was still the highest by Arrogance, followed again by the Mage, that is an AoE Mage, and then strangely by the slow girl. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Alright, next, what do we got here? 3 of 5 left of those. Well, okay. I think we go out of here for now because I've got some other things I want to get done. And I'm on limited time at the moment, I think. Got some food cooking. Alright, this is the Legendary Hero Memory Bundle. It's got 1 Legendary Hero pack, which grants a random hero from these interesting Legendary Heroes here. We got 1,200 diamonds and 200,000 XP potions. But it costs $29.99. Alright, we're gonna pop up anything else? Nope, that was it. Okay, let's have a look real quick at him. We've got the first 2 things available. Let's go ahead and see what kind of guy we get here. We have 6,000 gold and 4 white guys. 2 of them are lilies and 2 of them are lancers. Alright, off of that, what else? What else? We have events. We have the Duel of Champions that has a rare summoning crystal ready. That's cool. And also 70 diamonds. Very nice. Brave Conquest. We're moving along in that, perhaps. That's looting gear pieces and meteorites from gear raid and artifact material raids. Okay. Corridor of Glory starts in 7 hours and 26 minutes. And don't know exactly. It says time to power up your heroes. Level up, star up, promote heroes, or upgrade hero skills to get loads of rewards. Cool. Tales of the Smith. It's time to enhance your gear pieces, upgrade gear pieces, earn points, and win rewards. That is with 100 diamonds and 2 of these summoning crystals. Also, I'm going to try... Nope, I don't know how. I was going to try turning down the mic in a certain location because I think it's a little bit loud at this point. I'm not sure. But maybe not yet. Okay, Engraver's Inhibition is their exhibition, not inhibition. It's a little bit different. We'll try this next. So we have a couple of pieces that are in the wrong spots, but most of them are in the right spots. So let's try a stamp. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need 10 on the board before we need to worry about moving them around. So let's stamp. And then stamp again. We have 9 on the board at the moment. We'll stamp one more time. Now, next time we get some points, we do have some points. All right, so we'll swap. We want to swap this with this. Confirm. And then we want to swap again and swap this with this. Confirm that swap. And we get 100,000 coins, 50 diamonds, I really want to call them rubies, and 6 5-star psychic power shards. Cool. Now, we don't have any left for stamping at the moment. Cool. We have a couple left after this one. Event sign-in, we've got 10 ancient summoning crystal shards. Cool. And then we need to do the zombie invasion today still too. I think I might do that next. Let's go ahead and do this. The zombie invasion. We're going to do the endless stage, and we have currently we have our potion price reduction, duration of ultimates, plus a few special potions added to the shop. And the shop will not offer us refresh potions, but it also doesn't offer low quality potions. So we're just going all potions all the way. Now, in a second, I'm going to remember to turn on these ultimates, because I always forget to do that right at first. I think that Blazing Bolt is the one that ends up giving us gold. So I'm going to go with that, and then we're going to hit the ultimates on. Now, we've got Piercing Shot, Scatter Shot, or Blizzard. I think we're going to risk this early on refresh. And that worked, because now we can get a Spring of Sticks, which has worked well in the past. Not to say that it necessarily will, but if it does, awesome. Okay, now from these options, we're going to go with Lightning Chain. Now, we can either get another kind of power, mastery, I don't know, or we can go with buffing up the Circuit Halt, and that I think is what we're going to do. The closer the enemy, the higher the hero's damage dealt. Let's do that. And I'm trying to pay better attention to, like, what is actually stacking and what isn't. It's very difficult for me to determine so far. Again, we're in a situation where I don't really like, I don't like the options a lot. They're not amazing to me. Out of these three, I think I'm going to go with Fire Plume, the Blazing Plume. Let's go that direction. Okay, so now we have 3 things going. Alright, we have Overdrive 1, Punishment of Light 1, or Split 2. So we could increase the lightning trigger chance during the ultimate, deal an extra damage equal to 30% gold, or upon hitting a target, lightning chain splits one time, damage plus 20%. Out of those, I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to bump up the Blazing Bolt some, equal to 30% gold. That will later come into play a lot more than it will right now, hopefully, if all goes well. Because the goal is to get more gold. Now, we could give Blazing Bolt the chance to pursue. We could have Blazing Bolt deal 25% AoE damage to surrounding targets, or we could expand Spring of Sticks' range. Okay, we're going to go with Pursuit 2, because in addition to the basic thing that it does, it also gives damage across the board plus 20%. That seems like the way to go. Alright, now we're going to do something with Blazing Bolt. We can, during the ultimate, additionally trigger Bolt every 2 seconds. We can have it stun enemies for 1 second, 1 time per enemy, or we can have it triggered one additional time and reduce base damage by 30%. I'm going to go with the ultimate thing because we have our ultimate being increased with one of our basic, one of those artifacts that we chose at the beginning. Alright, now, we have single target damage plus 30%. And again, that applies to everything, not just the lightning chain. We could also do Circuit Halt 2. The closer the enemy, the higher the hero's damage dealt. And we already have number 1 of that, but light damage would also deal plus 10%. And if we look over here, we can see that Blazing Bolt is at the top, so that's light damage. Something to think about. But I think we're just going to do single target damage increase by 30% for now. Alright, now we have 500 to work with. We can, if we increase the light mastery, that's a good thing to do, but it means we don't get anything else. We could do these 2 red ones, the ultimate AoE potion. During the ultimate, AoE damage is significantly increased, and get ourselves a Fallen Phoenix, which summons tornadoes. So we could either do that or the light mastery. I think we do the 2 potions for this. Alright, we've got increases lightning chain trigger chance during the ultimate, lightning chain bounce attack plus 1, or Spring of Sticks cooldown minus 1 second. Now, if we look here, it starts out with a 10-second cooldown. Enhancing that seems like a good plan. Alright, lightning chain plus 40%, Blazing Bolt plus 40%, or a chance to spawn 1 Spring of Sticks when enemies die. Damage plus 20%. That's damage across the board. So let's go ahead and do that. Hopefully we'll get more Springs of Sticks and more damage dealt. Nether Calamity 1 increases 1 Spring of Sticks with each cast. That's good. Lightning Chain reduces light damage reduction resistance on enemies. Most of our damage currently is light damage by a good bit. Or we could do single target damage across the board by 20%. What's the best move here? Not really sure, honestly. I think, any of them are decent. But I think we're going to go with more Springs of Sticks right now. That may not have been the best choice, because I don't think that stacks as far as I could tell thus far. If we get a higher version of it later, I think the higher version simply overrides it. Now, we have summon 1 Spring of Sticks when casting the ultimate. That's Overdrive 1. We don't have that yet. Could get it, but again, it's I don't know. I'm not sure that it stacks. Damage increase 2 definitely does stack. That increases lightning chain damage by 60%. Damage increase 1 increases Spring of Sticks damage by 40%. Gotta go with the lightning chain on this one, I think. Even though it's not currently at the top, gonna have to do it. Alright. let's see here. What do we have next? Alright, Circuit Forbid reduces light damage reduction resistance on enemies. Light of Thunder 3 increases Blazing Bolt quantity +1 and does light damage +20. That seems like a good way to go. We currently do not have a Light of Thunder of any kind, so that's a good deal. Celerity decreases the Spring of Sticks cooldown by 1 second. That's also good, but I gotta go with the Blazing Bolt quantity and the light damage for now. Alright, now how are we looking over here? Blazing Bolt is easily at the top, followed by Springing of Sticks, then Lightning Chain. Okay. Overdrive 1 would increase, we would summon 1 Spring of Sticks when casting the ultimate. We don't have that yet, but I think we'll probably get a better version later. Regeneration 1, Fire Plume bounces 1 time when hitting enemies inflicted with burning. We don't have any burning going on in Regeneration, or the Blazing Plume we don't have. Fire Plume, rather, we don't have very far along anyway. So the third one is Light Damage Increase 3, which increases just general light damage by 70%. So let's go ahead and get that. Doing okay right now, keeping it cleared over there. Expansion 2 expands Spring of Sticks range and increases damage by 20%. Pursuit 1 gives Blazing Bolt a chance to pursue 1 time, and damage increase 1 increases Fire Plume's damage by 40%. Let's go with Expansion 2. That definitely stacks. Alright, now, Intensity doubles the Spring of Sticks' damage frequency. Overdrive, ultimate effects duration plus 10 seconds during the ultimate at least 1 Spring of Sticks every 5 seconds. And Curse reduces, Spring of Sticks reduces enemies' attack speed, dark damage plus 50%. All of those are good. I'm going to go with Overdrive because I want that ultimate effect duration to be increased. Alright, now we have 380 to spend. We've got this Meteorite Potion, which is very good. We could increase our single target damage by 20%, our dark damage by 20%, or we could get Light Mastery. I am afraid that I'm going to have to go with the Meteorite Potion because it's just really good. In a lot of ways, AoE damage plus burning pools. It's very nice. Alright, now, we can increase Fire Plume's, chance to deal AoE damage. It gives it a 50% chance to deal AoE damage. Spring of Sticks inflicts slow and reduces damage reduction resistance on enemies, or Lightning Chain damage plus 60%. Alright, out of those, I think I want to start slowing them down. Maybe not, because I don't think that stacks, and we could get Mar 2 or Mar 3 later, and that may be the better way to go here. Okay, I've talked myself into damage increase 2 for Lightning Chain. We're going to go that way. Alright, when obtaining any high-quality potion, additionally gain 5% light damage increase. Now, since we're going toward potions and light damage, that seems like the way to go. Blowout. Blazing Bolt triggers 1 additional time, reduces base damage by 30%. Or Net increases Lightning Chain both balance count and split count by 1. I like Blessing out of those options because it goes with our theme we're trying here. Alright. Single target damage increase 3 simply increases the damage by 40% on single targets. We got Mara again, and we've got Reaper. I think we're gonna do the single target damage increase 3. Alright, now we're going to increase the difficulty of the waves that are attacking us. None of these things that we have are especially good for us. Fire is going to be probably the best out of them. It's not great, so we're not getting much benefit for the next 2 waves, but the monsters will be harder. Alright, Blazing Bolt has a chance to gain gold when killing enemies. Basic attack has a chance to summon 1 Spring of Sticks, or Spring of Sticks inflicts slow and reduces damage reduction resistance on enemies. So that's the Mire. And that's the third version of the mire, which is what I really wanted. It's too bad that I went ahead and got the first version because this won't do as much, but it's just gonna override. It's just gonna override that one. I think we're gonna go ahead and get it anyway. What we need at this point is we need some more springs of sticks so that they can go across the board. However, what we have is increases lightning chain trigger chance during the ultimate effect duration plus 4 seconds, or we've got Reaper 1 or Regeneration 1 for Fire Plume. We want the ultimate effect duration to go up, so we're going to go for that. Alright, here we have Razor Edge 2. Basic attack has a chance to summon 1 Spring of Sticks and dark damage plus 10%. We don't have any Razor Edge right now, so that's a good thing to get. We have Overdrive 1, summons 1 Spring of Sticks when casting the ultimate, or Split 1 upon hitting a target. Lightning Chain splits 1 time. Razor Edge 2 is the way to go here. Alright, we have damage increase 2, Spring of Sticks damage plus 60%. Circuit Forbid 1, Lightning Chain reduces light damage reduction resistance on enemies, or Blast 3, Blazing Bolt deals 25% AoE damage to surrounding targets, and overall damage goes up 40%. Let's see where we're at right here. Blazing Bolt is doing the most damage, followed by Spring of Sticks. Okay, let's enhance Blast 3 then. Now we have 795 coins to work with. We have Dark Burn Potion, which has a 20% chance to inflict Dark Burn when dealing damage. Physical Potion, a Mastery Potion would give us some Light Mastery, which is very nice. Or, Freeze Potion, which has a chance to inflict Winter's Bite when dealing damage. This is a hard one, actually. I think maybe we definitely go with the Light Mastery for sure. Then, which one? Dark Burn or Freeze? That is the question. Maybe we go with the Freeze Potion on this. Okay, there we go. Choice is made. Alright, we can have Blazing Bolt, crit rate plus 10% and gain gold on crit hit, and has a cooldown of 1 second. Do we have that yet? We don't. Alright, the next option is Lightning Chain, bounce attack plus 1, damage plus 20%, or Nether Calamity, increases 1 Spring of Sticks with each cast. I'm going to try to gain some more gold over here, and get some more potions if possible. Blazing Bolt executes common monsters whose HP is below 15%. Lightning Chain can bounce the same target and damage goes up 50%, or Blazing Bolt triggers 1 additional time. Reduces base damage by 30%. Now, I think out of those, we want it to trigger more times for multiple reasons. One being we get to gain more gold and therefore do more damage ultimately. So let's have it trigger an additional time and reduce base damage by 1. Or by 30% rather. Maybe that wasn't the right way to go now that I'm thinking about it, but you know, that's okay. We do what we do. Alright, Celerity decreases Blazing Bolt's cooldown by 0.5 seconds and increases damage by 30%. Rage Regen 1 restores Rage when Lightning Chain is triggered, and Regeneration 2, Fire Plume bounces 1 time when hitting enemies inflicted with burning and damage plus 20%. Let's reduce the cooldown of Blazing Bolt. Alright, next we've got Overdrive 1 during the ultimate, Fire Plume quantity plus 1. Or, upon hitting a target, Lightning Chain splits 1 time, damage plus 20%, or Celerity 2, Blazing Bolt, cooldown minus 5.5%, and damage plus 30%. Now, I think that one stacks, so let us get Celerity 2. I hope it stacks. Otherwise, this will be very sad. I think it does. So it looked like we were at Wait, that was the wrong thing that I was looking at. So, who knows? Down to 3 seconds on Blazing Bolt at the moment. What is accounting for that? It normally goes every 4 seconds. We have what? Blazing Bolt cooldown twice being reduced by 0.5 seconds. I think that's right. I think we did that. All right. Now, expansion 1 would expand our Spring of Sticks range. Overdrive 3 increases lightning chain trigger chance during the ultimate, and the ultimate effect duration is plus 8 seconds. Ultimate effect duration we like. Fire Plume has an 80% chance to deal AoE damage. Now, we already have Overdrive 2. Overdrive 3 is going to be pretty cool. I don't know if it'll stack or not. Plus 8 seconds, it says. How long does it last? I don't know. Alright, Fire Flame reduces enemies' defense and magic resistance. Blazing Bolt deals 25% AoE damage to surrounding targets, or single target damage plus 30%. I think we're going to go up on our single target damage. That tends to be ultimately, I think, what kills us is, well, it's hard to say, but I think the big boss getting through is often an issue. Damage increase 2 increases lightning chains damage by 60%, specifically lightning. Spread 1 expands Blazing Bolt's blast range, and Lightning of Thunder, Lightning of Thunder 1 increases Blazing Bolt quantity plus 1. I think we need more Blazing Bolts so that we can get more triggers of that gold pun. Execution is the one that it kills monsters below 15% health. Net increases lightning chain both bounce count and split count by 1. And lightning chain, ricochet does lightning chain can bounce the same target. And damage plus 50%. I think out of those, it's a hard sell, really. I think I'm gonna have to go with net. Now we have 912 points to work with and a lot of good options. A couple of good options. We're gonna actually get both of them, the light mastery and the AoE damage. I'm gonna skip on the rest of that. We're going to make them a little bit better again. Let's see. Right now, Blazing Bolt is doing all of the damage, followed by Spring of Sticks, but the light damage overall is good. Spring of Sticks is the only dark damage we have going on. So the question is, what do we want? Dark damage plus 20 or the refreshes plus 2? It's a good question. Overall, I think we're doing okay right now, and this will happen for the next couple before we get to choose another thing. So do I increase the dark damage, or do I increase the refreshes that we have and give us more opportunities for good things later? I don't know that answer. We go ahead and get the dark damage plus 20 now, I think. Alright, here we have damage increase 1, Spring of Sticks damage plus 40%. Rage regen 1 restores rage when lightning chain is triggered, or expansion 1 expands Spring of Sticks range. I think we need to expand the range, make those guys a little bit bigger. Especially since we have them kind of slowing things down, and that seems the best. Increase light damage by 30%. Fire Plume damage by 40%, or the closer the enemy, the higher the hero's damage dealt. I think we do light damage plus 30%. That's going to help our Blazing Bolt, as well as the Lightning Chain. It seems like Lightning Chain has a lot of utility. Alright, so Blazing Bolt has a chance to gain gold when killing enemies. Is Fortune. I don't seem to have Fortune yet, so that would be a good one to get. Spring of Sticks cooldown -1, that's also very good. And Fire Plume damage +40 is not even really in the consideration at the moment. So we're gonna gain gold while killing enemies. Alright. Now I want to kind of look at this guy as he comes and see what kind of detriments we're putting on him. But right now, we've got Lightning Chain damage +60%. Lightning Chain splits one time upon hitting a target, or Blazing Bolt crit rate +10%, gains gold on critical hit, and has a cooldown of 1 second. I don't really know if that will stack at all in any way. Smash 1. The only thing that will stack for sure on it is the critical rate 10%, which is nice. Lightning Chain damage isn't phenomenal. Do we have anything triggering off of Lightning Chain hitting, though, which would cause it splitting to maybe do something? Not really. So let's just increase the damage, I guess. Maybe. You know, I don't know. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go with it. Alright, ad starts in 28 seconds, I noticed over there, just so you know. Alright, now we have ice damage +30%. That's useless to us at the moment. With 1,433 we can spend. XP +6,000 would level us. Light damage +20% is obviously great, so let's get that first. XP +6,000 is also amazing, so there we go. Let's go with that. Alright. We've got Regeneration 1. Fire Plume bounces 1 time when hitting enemies inflicted with burning. Fairly useless for us at the moment. Circuit Halt 1. The closer the enemy, the higher the hero's damage dealt. We already have that one. And also at that level, I think. Yes, we do. So, don't really want that. But then again, the other thing we have here is Fire Plume has a 50% chance to deal AoE damage. None of these are good, so let's refresh it. Use one of our precious refreshes. Alright, now, damage increase 1. Spring of Sticks damage +40%. Proliferate 1 has a chance to spawn 1 Spring of Sticks when enemies die. Now, that may not be one that stacks, so... do we have any Proliferate? We do. We have Proliferate 2. Celerity gives Spring of Sticks cooldown -1 second, and I know that that stacks, so let's enhance that. Alright, Blazing Bolt cooldown -0.5 seconds. That's a good thing to have. Spring of Sticks cooldown -1 second. Also awesome. Or Reaper 2, dark damage +10%. Every 40 enemies killed across all skills increase Spring of Sticks damage by 10%, stacking up to 150%. However, with these numbers, I think we need to go with Celerity. Alright, now, basic attack has a chance to summon 1 Spring of Sticks. That's Razor Edge. Detonate 1. Fire Plume has a chance to deal AoE damage. And Mire 2 slows them and reduces damage reduction resistance on enemies. I think we already have Mire 3. Yes, we do. So, do we have Razor Edge 1 yet? We have Razor Edge 2. Will it stack? I don't know. Fire Plume has a 50% chance to deal AoE damage is the other one that we have here. I'm thinking 2 out of 3 of these are not. They may not help. So let's go ahead and enhance the Fire Plume even though it's not great. Alright. Now we have Intensity Detonate 1, which detonates damage increases detonate damage +40%. Detonate Split 2. Detonate fires an extra Fire Plume, damage +20%, or Expansion 2. Expands Spring of Stick range, damage +20%. We can do that one safely and we know that it stacks. Weaken. Lightning Chain inflicts 40% damage reduction on enemies for 5 seconds. And that's just damage reduction. It's not any specific kind. Execution. Blazing Bolt executes common monsters whose HP is below 15% and shock stuns once per enemy for 1 second. I think let's okay. Damage reduction. Let's see. I mean, I think that's the way to go here. We'll do weaken. Weakens from across the board to everything as far as I can tell. Now, Spring of Sticks reduces enemies' fire damage reduction. If the enemy has burning, pursues with dark damage 1 time. We still don't have any burning, I don't think. No burning. Alright. Spring of Sticks reduces enemies' attack speed and dark damage plus 50%, or doubles the Spring of Sticks' damage frequency. I think let's go ahead and reduce their... should we have to reduce their attack speed? It's a real question. Reduce the attack speed or double the frequency. And that's just the damage frequency. Let's see here. What are we looking at? Spring of Sticks is not as great as it sometimes is. Let's go ahead and reduce their attack speed. Every hit triggers lightning chain split. Well, okay. Maybe that'll be good. We'll see what happens. Currently at wave 22, by the way. Alright, now we can increase the damage of Spring of Sticks by 40%, increase the damage of Fire Plume by 40%, or restore Rage when Lightning Chain is triggered, and increase damage by 20%. Let's go ahead and restore Rage when Lightning Chain is triggered and increase the damage by 20%. It's looking okay so far. We're in wave 24. Alright, we got a burning potion that would inflict burning for 5 seconds when dealing damage. Ice damage, fire damage, or an XP potion. Out of those, the only thing that is really good of them that we have going on for us really at all is the XP potion, because we could use a level. So let's do that and then skip the others. Lightning Chain damage plus 40%, Blazing Bolt damage plus 60%, or light damage overall plus 30%. Look at this again, and I think let's go with the Blazing Bolt damage. Alright, we've got Overdrive 1 for Fire Plume. Razor Edge 1, basic attack has a chance to summon 1 Spring of Sticks, or Intensity Detonate damage plus 80%. Do we have Razor Edge 1? We already have Razor Edge 2. So, do we have anything triggering here? Not really. It's not great. We'll go ahead and up the damage, I guess. Horrible choices. Alright. We can get gold, we can get light damage, we can get ice damage. Let's go ahead and get the light damage. Alright, Fortune 2, Blazing Bolt has a chance to gain gold while killing enemies. I believe we have something. What do we have right now? We have Fortune 2 right now. Okay, light damage increase plus 30, lightning chain reduces. Okay, let's go with the light damage increase. Yeah, it's going okay so far, I think. The ratios are still about the same so far. Let's see if we can click on anything. No, can't click any of this to find any more information. Alright, we've got Overdrive 1 increases lightning chain trigger chance during the ultimate. Overdrive 1 for Blazing Plume during the ultimate Fire Plume quantity plus 1, or damage increase 1 for the lightning chain to deal 40% more damage. Increases lightning chain trigger chance during the ultimate. So we already have a couple of those. Fire flame quantity +1 during the ultimate, or lightning chain damage +40%. Lightning chain is not doing great on the damage. None of this is really excellent. Should I use my last? I think let's go ahead. Let's use it. Let's see what we got. Well, that's really not better, unfortunately. Guess I could have just taken what I had. Split one upon hitting a target. Lightning chain splits one time. I don't see that here, so I suppose we could take it. Fire flame is fairly abysmal, so let's go ahead. Not great choices happening. That's alright. What do we have? No detriments on that guy. Too bad. Okay, there is movement speed detriment. And there was something else on him for a second. Instant XP. XP potions can appear in the shop, directly increasing XP. Yes, we know that. Alright, now, we have some good stuff here. Blazing Bolt has a chance to trigger Lightning Chain. Well, that's kind of neat. Each light mastery increases dark damage. Each dark mastery increases light damage. Cool. Restores 15 rage per second and dark damage +30. Let's see if we just get all of these, what pops up next. Okay. Fire damage +30, XP +12,000, light mastery +1, or attack speed +20. Let's start with the light mastery. Now, I think we go ahead and get the attack speed +20 and the XP potion. Skip. And here we have Shock. Blazing Bolt stuns enemies for 1 second, can trigger up to 1 time per enemy, or Execution. Blazing Bolt executes common monsters whose HP is below 15%. We're getting overwhelmed at the moment. I don't know if we have a lot of common monsters out there, but maybe we give it a shot. Now, Blazing Bolt deals 25% AoE damage to surrounding targets. Does that mean that that AoE damage will also trigger the killing of those under 15%? I don't know. Was that the one that was on, is the other question, or was the other guy? We already have Blast 3, so I don't think it'll stack. I'm not really sure. If it does, that would be cool. Alright, Overdrive 3 increases lightning chain trigger chance during the ultimate effect duration +8 seconds. Giant Detonate expands detonate range. The thing is, alright, increases lightning chain trigger chance during the ultimate, implies that it would stack. Ultimate effect duration +8 seconds also implies that would stack. I don't know if that's possibly true, but let's try it. Upon hitting a target, lightning chain splits 1 time. Or Blazing Bolt crit rate +10%, gains gold on crit hit and has a cooldown of 1 second. Or Blazing Bolt has a chance to gain gold when killing enemies. Now we know that we already have Fortune 1, we have Smash 1, and I think we actually also have Split 1. But if we get Split 1, that's going to give us level 20 in that. Does that matter? I think it does. It's going to give us more points in might overall. So I think we're going to go with that just because it's going to bump up the level to get this right here. Deals 180% light damage to all enemies 1 time and executes low HP enemies. Cooldown of 30 seconds. Pretty good. Alright. I mean, it did something. I won't say it's the best thing, but it did something. Still getting slaughtered. Still not doing especially well. But hey, I think it let us live a little bit longer, and it was neat. Alright, so reached wave 32 in 7 minutes and 46 seconds, not questions. Questions are different than seconds. Now, we complete that, and I think the food is done. So, that means that I am going to cut out of here for a while, and be back later. So, alright. Get out of there. Gonna go check on this guy real quick and see if there's anything fun. Looks normal. Alright, cool. In that case, it was a pleasure streaming with you guys, as always. If you haven't followed me yet, be sure to follow me so that you can turn on notifications and know when I go live. That's all for the moment. I'll be back later to do the guild raid at the very least. And so I will hope to see all of you then. For now, I'm going to sign off and have some food. See you in a bit.